Hello, and welcome to this Miklix video where I'm going to show you how to defeat the boss called Ancient Dragon Senessax in Elden Ring. As you probably know, bosses in Elden Ring are divided into 3 tiers. From lowest to highest, field bosses, greater enemy bosses and finally demigods and legends. Ancient Dragon Senessax is in the middle tier, greater enemy bosses, and is found outdoors in the Jagged Peak area in the Land of Shadow. It is an optional boss in the sense that it is not required to defeat it in order to progress the main story of the Shadow of the Erdtree expansion. Okay, I'm starting to regret that I even decided to climb up the cursed Jagged Peak in the first place, as it seems to be infested with dragons who have nothing better to do than think up elaborate and surprisingly imaginative schemes focused around making me their next meal. It's like they're totally obsessed with me. But I suppose that if I want to end that problem once and for all, I need to get to the bottom of it. Or the top of it, as it were. This particular specimen is not just a regular dragon, it is an ancient dragon. To me that just means that it has had a longer time to think up various ways to catch, cook, and eat me, so I'm not impressed. Eons of pondering ends today, starting with an arrow to the face. Although I usually prefer my favorite dragon attitude readjustment tool, the Bolt of Grandsax, in these situations, I decided to go a different route and use my black bow with serpent arrows to poison the old lizard instead. Right now, I can't remember why I chose to go that route, because it wasn't particularly effective. But I suppose that being poisoned by having numerous poisonous arrows shot at you is highly unpleasant for the dragon, and that was sort of what I was going for. I did summon in my usual sidekick Black Knife Tish for this one, as she's always very good at running distraction and keeping the boss at a bit of a distance from the main character, so I could focus on firing arrows and spare my own tender flesh some burns and beatings. Perhaps a more tanking Spirit Ash summon would have worked even better, but Tish's damage output always speed things up nicely as well. This dragon is double annoying, by the way. Not only does it have 2 sets of wings like some sort of medieval military freight helicopter, it can also both breathe fire and shoot lightning, and it happily does so whenever I'm in harm's way. I'm starting to feel better about poisoning the scaly monstrosity. I won't go as far as to say that I'm proud of it, but I do feel better about it. Okay, I'm a little proud of it. As far as dragons go, it wasn't the most difficult fight in the game. It's very similar to a couple of other named dragons in the base game, but I suppose experience and a built-up drive to end this species of creatures whose sole purpose in existence is to devour me made it feel easier than the previous ones. And now for the usual boring details about my character. I play as a mostly dexterity build. My melee weapons are the Hand of Malenia and the Uchigatana with keen affinity, but I mostly used the black bow in this fight. I was level 205 and Scadutree Blessing 11 when this video was recorded, which I think is reasonable for this boss. I'm always looking for the sweet spot where it's not mind-numbing easy mode, but also not so difficult that I will be stuck on the same boss for hours. Anyway, this is the end of this Ancient Dragon Senessax video. Thanks for watching. Check out the YouTube channel or Miklix.com for more videos. You could even consider being completely awesome by liking and subscribing. Until next time, have fun and happy gaming!